So recently I shared in a video that I didn't wash my hair for 2 months, and not that I was advocating for that, but that was the reality. I have a new baby and life happens. So if you're a mom and you've been in the postpartum trenches, sometimes you can be down bad. And not that I was down bad, but ironically enough, the first time I got pregnant and had my baby, I said I didn't want to get a protective style. And so many people had so many different opinions when it came to that, in terms of you're gonna be so busy, you're not gonna have time for yourself, you're not gonna have time to wash your hair, put your hair away. But I was a little stubborn and I was like, absolutely not. I love doing my hair. What you mean I'm not gonna have time to do my hair? So first time around, I had my hair in mini twist and loved it. I had time to do my hair. I only had one baby. It really wasn't that bad. But now, this time around, I have 2 babies under 2. So that in itself is already a beast. But going in, I was like, you know what, girl? Just get your hair braided. Listen to the people. So I listened to y'all, got my hair braided, and then next thing you know, you blink, 2 months go by. It's so easy to ignore your hair when it's braided and you have 2 children. And like, I'm gonna wash it this weekend for sure is the weekend. And then next thing you know, 2 months go by. Anyways, I posted the video and a lot of y'all had a lot to say, including these 2 comments that I want to point out. And I should probably start by saying I'm Haitian, okay? So it's not like they hurt my feelings. It's a little interesting the way she was like, we gotta rub it in. Rub it in. Rub it in. Okay. Let's pull up the comment, girl. The original comment said, "Hi, Jen," and I don't think she meant it in a bad way. "I just want to remind you, before you had your babies, when people spoke of not washing their hair for 2 months, you would be scandalized. Now, welcome to the joy of motherhood." Laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. You know what? As we do all of this, the whole point of me doing this is that I was going to chat it up with y'all and take out my hair because it's wash day. And yes, I washed my hair last weekend and we're going to wash it now because that's what we do. I am very much a huge advocate of washing your hair every week. I've been saying it for years now. And now that I'm doing my hair as well as my daughter's hair, I notice the difference. If I skip a week with her, which obviously is really easy to do when you have 2 children under 2 years old and you're busy and you're trying to run your business and you're trying to stay alive and you're trying to do your self-care and you're trying to do. Very easy to do, by the way. If I skip a week, I notice the difference in her hair is a lot drier. It takes me forever to detangle. Not forever, but it takes me twice as long to detangle it. And all the things, really. All the things that I always talk about in terms of wash your hair more frequently. Wash your hair weekly and all of your problems will go away. As I do this, I am going to take down my twist. And actually the plan is to do this style, this exact style all over again. It's kind of like my little thing that I've been doing in terms of taking care of my hair for the week. Anyways, so I'm gonna take this out, but I am gonna try to do it in a very lazy way where I keep the parts so I don't actually have to repart my hair. I am just going to wash it and then put it back in the flat twist. I responded to the comment and said that I was scandalized at myself, but motherhood will make you do things that you never thought you'd do. I also said, out of the trenches now, so I'm back to washing my hair weekly, which I am. Someone else came and said, rub it in. It's satisfying. Rub it in. Why? And this is what I want to talk about today. Now, when you say rub it in, this is the part that I'm like, that's interesting. Why take it there? Why think about it this way? Because people love waiting for you to slip up a little too much. That's my first point. People love for you to slip up. Like, people just wait around for you to mess up just to like point out that you messed up. And not that I feel like I messed up, by the way. I am Haitian. Things that people say to me online never really like cuts deep, or I don't really feel a certain way about it, just because the reality is, we don't really know each other like that. And you probably spent a couple of months without washing your hair too, girl. Life happens. But why wait for someone to slip up to like say something, especially in the natural hair space and with natural hair influencers? There's like this underlying pressure that you need to keep your hair up and keep it a certain way and do the same thing that you said. Like, you can't change things up. You can't change your mind because you said that in 1990. You know? And I've seen it happen over and over in the hair space, like I said. So for example, people will point out that your hair isn't growing, even though it is. Like, I can't tell you how many times people will tell me that, and I don't even respond because it's like, are you in my hair? First of all, you don't know me like that. But second of all, it's clear that I would be cutting my hair, or especially when I was doing the no oil and butter thing, I was cutting my hair every like 3-4 months, right? I was getting a new shape, a new style, and people will point out how my hair is not growing. And it's this pressure when it comes to being a hair influencer that your hair needs to be growing to great lengths to like prove that what you're doing is working. For me, it's not about hair length. It's more about hair health. And over the years, obviously, my journey on YouTube has been documented, and you can definitely see the growth in my hair. Even now, like a couple of years ago, I was bald. Okay, when I started the no hair and butter thing, I cut my hair really short. And now, look at where my hair is. And I'm getting ready to get a nice trim once again, not because I want to, because I actually am enjoying my hair being a little longer, but because my ends are busted up. Like you can see, I'm already struggling right now. Just every time I get to the ends, like there is a specific area that is so annoying to me, and I want to get that cut off so I can leave or close the whole chapter around the no oil and butter thing. And don't worry, I have a whole video where I'm going to discuss just my story, what happened, how my hair changed over the years, and what I'm noticing now. Not now, what I've noticed, I want to say since last year. I am ready to wash my hair. Oh, you know when it's time? Even though it's only been a week. Put that in a twist too. Now, my second point in terms of rubbing it in is that everyone has their seasons. There is so many things that are happening in all of our lives, and you have to understand where you are and what you're capable of doing and your capacity as well. I don't think we take that into consideration. So me being a new mom, the way that I wear my hair is very much low-key, and that's because this is where I am right now. I'm not trying to style my hair every single day. I'm not trying to do the most. If a style is not able to last me at the very least the full 7 day a week, you know, that's my thing. I will wash my hair every Saturday. It's a whole thing. I do my daughter's hair, I do my hair. Both babies are napping right now. Are they napping? Got a little quiet. Oh, my phone is dead. Mayday. They are napping right now. At least they're supposed to be. And I get to wash my hair. It's my new routine. They are. Look at my babies. Oh. My baby boy has graduated, by the way. He is now in a crib. He looks so small in there. It's funny, he looks so big in the bassinet, and now suddenly he looks tiny in his crib. Understand your season, understand where you are and what you're able to do and not able to do. So if a hairstyle is not going to last me 7 days, I will stretch it. It is going to last 7 days no matter what. If I have to re-moisturize my hair midweek, I will do that. But when I have my hair in these flat twists, it's super easy for me to just spray my hair down if needed. But really, I don't really do that. I just wash my hair every single week, and that takes care of all the problems, dryness, scalp, yada yada yada, blah da da. Everything is taken care of. When you are going through life and you're thinking about how I want to wear my hair or what I want to do with my hair, I think it's very important to take into consideration your lifestyle. Do you have time to do your hair every single day? If not, then doing something that is going to last you a week may be the way to go. Now, I'm not going to promote protective styles because I feel like we use those, we overuse them, and we leave. It's so easy. It's so easy to leave your hair in a protective style because you got it braided and you want to get your money's worth and all of that good stuff for at least like a month or two. It's so easy to do that. And this is where I find that protective styles end up being detrimental to our hair and our scalp. And also, you know, I've been hearing a lot of conversation around how dangerous the fibers that they use to make the Kanekalon hair, how dangerous it is for us. And there's like a whole back and forth online, girl. I don't know if you heard, where cosmetic chemists are saying, oh, it's not true. It's not that bad. You know, it has a little lead, but nothing to be concerned about. And then of course, there is our experience wearing these protective styles, wearing the fake hair, specifically fake hair. I don't know if I have any trust in like cosmetic chemists anymore. Like I hate to say it, but like doctors, scientists, my faith and my trust in them has been going downhill as I get older. It's like because they will tell you something doesn't affect you and that's not the reason. And as it turns out, it's the reason. But I digress. we may have, we did it. It's gonna take me like 10 minutes and I'll be done. To moisturize my hair, I'm going to use the combo that I've been using recently, which is Carol's Daughter's butter as well as a little bit of grease. Now, maybe we need to talk. I only got this because of the internet. And they're all talking about how grease is the next best thing for natural hair. And they're talking about how grease is better than sliced bread for natural hair. So I went and got this one. And I don't know how I feel about it. I use a little bit on my ends just because my ends are in such terrible shape. But I digress. Back to gossiping about homegirl who is rejoicing somewhere because I didn't wash my hair for 2 months. You see how odd that is? And that actually leads me to my next point. How about we celebrate progress versus setback? Let's get into the habit of celebrating progress. So instead of calling people out for not washing their hair and rejoicing because I was in the trenches and didn't wash my hair, how uplifting would it be to celebrate, each other's wins, such as finally washing your hair after 2 months, after coming out of the newborn stage. I think that would be a little bit more uplifting in our community. Hold on, girl. I have to concentrate on this flat twist. And by the way, I don't know if you noticed, my edges are barely there. It's because I'm going through postpartum shedding. They're actually growing back. Look at that new growth. Look at that. Hang time. They are slowly coming back. I'm not panicking. You're just here to touch things. Pick your little hand. That's all people can see. You're gonna close it from my mouth? No, it goes right here. Good job. All right, thank you. The way this worked out so beautifully, it's been like, I don't know, less than 10 minutes on my last flat twist, and it's looking good. Okay, and then my last point before we part ways, as I finish this last flat twist, is how about we start turning judgment into empathy? Before leaving a snarky comment under someone's video, let's choose empathy and understanding. Because honestly, you never know what someone is going through. And like I said, for me, I don't care for negative comments. Like, they don't bother me. I've been online for a really long time. I'm very grounded in who I am. I'm strong in the mind. So it doesn't bother me. But I can only imagine how some of these negative comments, not that I'm saying your comment was necessarily negative, but just in general, how negative comments can affect creators. I know so many people are just so afraid to show themselves online or put themselves online because of what other people may say. It's such a huge fear that we have. And I think if we let it with a little bit more empathy and understanding for one another, I don't think it would be that way. It would be a better world. Wishful thinking, maybe, but just what I think, especially in the hair space. Like, let people do what they want to do with their hair. And yes, I will definitely still be judging anybody who spends 2+ months without washing their hair regularly. It's not even like, oh yeah, life is life thing. It's your regular routine. You just don't wash your hair. Yes, I will be judging you. Would I tell you though? Of course not. But I will judge you. Wash your hair. Why don't you guys like washing your hair? I love it. But I get it. You may not like bathing or washing your ass, but I imagine you still do it, right? All right, we're done. Woo! Okay, girl. I am all braided up for the week. And I know you're like, oh, your hairstyle looks very basic. That's the point. I just leave it that way. I spray it with water if I need to, but I don't always do that. I'm not gonna lie. Hair up and down. Tie it at night. Take care of my edges. And that's it. I'm good to go. Look at it. It's cute. I love it. My edges though, before we part ways, I've been using this rosemary. It's almost like a rosemary water and I really love it. Doesn't leave my scalp or my hair greasy or anything like that. I don't know. It doesn't leave my scalp greasy. It's not greasy at all. It's more like a water. It really feels like it's rosemary water. You do get a hint of rosemary in there. And I'm not gonna say it's making my hair grow back faster. I don't know, because I've only been using it for about 2 months now and my hair would have grown back, right? Because last time I went through postpartum shedding, I didn't use anything at all and my hair grew back. So using that as my baseline, I kind of feel like my edges would have grown back anyway. Now, is it growing back any faster? I don't know. I'm not selling you on this product at all, am I? Except for the fact that it's not greasy. And I love that. All right. Oh, my hair looks good. And the fact that I didn't have to repart my hair made it a little simpler. Except that I was getting lost in the shower a little bit because I had to like really pay attention where my parts are, etc., etc. I see it. Makeup done, edges slayed. Oh, I'm gonna be looking good all week. And maybe I'll show you, put a little snippet here of what I look like when my makeup is all done. But you know what I look like. I'll be looking cute. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Let's encourage each other versus waiting to rub it in. I don't know how productive that is at all. It doesn't doesn't do anything. But I'm definitely back in my weekly washes. I need to do something with my ends. I keep saying that in every video. I need to cut them off because they just make the whole process harder on me when it comes to detangling my hair. Let me know what you thought of this video and the format. I feel like no one's gonna leave comments now because they're like, Jen is gonna call me out, and I will. I like using your comments as a starting point for our conversations because I don't like talking to myself, and I'm sure when you leave a comment, you don't want to talk to yourself either. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.